Good morning, students. Today we are going to read another very important question in the topic of Mughals and their decline in the subject of history O levels. And the question is, was the infighting between the Aurangzeb's successors the most important reason for the collapse of the Mughal Empire? Explain your answer. This is very important question as far as your subject is concerned. This frequently come in the paper. So one of the reason is required from you people to decide either this one was the most important reason. So if this question comes in the paper, you will be required to discuss all the reasons for the decline of the Mughal decline after the reign of the Aurangzeb. And finally, you have to decide, you have to give your verdict, which one is the most important reason. So concentrate yourself. If this question come in the paper, to get a grade, discuss all reasons first and then conclude. After the death of the Aurangzeb in 1707, the Mughal Empire saw a fast decline. Main causes were as follows. An important reason was the wars of the succession among the princes after the death of the ruler. There was no law of the succession to the throne among the Muslim rulers. All the contenders to the throne fought to become the next king. And infighting for the throne started, and his son Muazzam succeeded under the name of the Bahadur Shah. He defeated his younger brothers Azam and Kam Bakhsh, who were killed. But he was 65 years old and he ruled for only 5 years and died in 1712. Bahadur Shah's 4 sons also fought for the throne. The princes fought for the throne, which weakened the Mughal rule. So this is one of the reasons. Next, Aurangzeb spent the last 23 years of his rule in Deccan, fighting unsuccessful and inconclusive wars against the Marathas. His prolonged absence from the capital loosened the grip of the administration of the empire. So this was the second reason. Next, vastness of the empire was another reason. The far-off provinces such as Bengal, Deccan and Oudh became independent under the governors. It was not possible for the later rulers to control the vast empire which covered nearly all of the subcontinent during the reign of the Aurangzeb. Another reason was, the most important reason for the downfall of the Mughal Empire was the incapability of the later rulers, who proved very ease-loving and incompetent. Moral degeneration had set it, and rulers, nobles and officers were used to drinking, music and poetry rather than administration and statesmanship. The later rulers were neither good statesmen nor good generals. Another reason was invasions of the Nadir Shah in 1739 and by Ahmad Shah Abdali in 1761 gave a hard blow to the Mughal rule. Both sacked Delhi and revealed the weakness of the Mughal rule. Another reason was moral degeneration had set in the nobles and officers, who became ease-loving and fond of luxurious living. They neglected their duties, which made the Mughal power ineffective. Another reason was Sikhs rose up in the Punjab and Marathas in the Deccan. In Bengal, the British became powerful. The Mughal power continued to decline. And another reason was Mughals did not have a naval power. Therefore, the European powers became strong and gradually expanded their areas of the influence. So after discussing all the problems, all the reasons responsible for the Mughal decline after the reign of the Aurangzeb, now we are going to give our verdict. We are discussing the reason that was the most important for the decline of the Mughal Empire after the Aurangzeb. So, so the most important reason for the downfall of the Mughal Empire was the incapability of the later rulers, who proved very ease-loving and incompetent. Moral degeneration had set it, and rulers, nobles, and officers were used to drinking, music, and poetry rather than administration and statesmanship. The later rulers were neither good statesmen nor good generals. So, this was the most important reason for the decline of the Mughal Empire after Aurangzeb. So, this was the topic, student. This was the question, one of the very important question. So, read this question again very carefully and make your notes. Thank you so much.